Hey guys, Legend Commentaries here, bringing you this week's post. Today I've got for you a game of Heimerdinger, the revered inventor, in a 5v5 on Summoner's Rift. I'll go ahead and go through his abilities first. We've got Evolution Turret, great for offense or defense depending on the situation, and I will explain that more in-game. And then you have his very long-range W spell, Hex Tech Micro Rockets. They'll hit 3 champions or minions within that radius, so you want to make sure you don't have the minions in the way. And then you have Concussion Grenade, can be used against towers for damage, and harassment against champions by stunning them if they are directly impacted or blinding them if they're in the area of impact. Then you have Upgrade, his ultimate, passively increases your cooldown reduction, which is a great bonus to have on your champion. And then you have his active, it'll heal all the turrets and give them a slowing effect, which can be greatly utilized in team fights or while you're away from your turrets to keep them alive and defending your lane. So I will go on ahead and get right into the gameplay here. I start out going top with Malphite and immediately put a turret in the bushes to resist any gank attempts by the enemies. And as you can see there, Shaco and Tarek do come out of the bottom, so they were probably waiting to gank us, but once they saw what our lane composition was like, they decided to think better of it. What I wanted to do in this first part is just kind of give you guys an idea of how to push in a lane effectively with Heimerdinger, even at rank 1. I did start out with a Meki Pendant for more effective use of my turrets so that I can continue to lay them down and advance further and further in the lane. So I'd recommend getting that as your first item, by the way.
I could help you do that better.
Basically, your turrets, every rank, will either get an addition to the number that you can have out at once or to the effectiveness of the turret. The maximum number you can have is 3 turrets, and the effectiveness has 3 ranks. The first rank, as you can see there, is a yellow turret. It'll just do flat damage to the target, nothing special about that. Second rank will create your green turret, and what that'll do is it'll decrease the armor of any enemies that it hits. And then you have the third rank, which will create a red turret, and what that does is it creates splash damage at the target location, and that can be really utilized effectively in a team fight or for farming minion waves. As you'll see after playing Heimerdinger for a while, you won't have any problem getting minion kills or really getting any money either, because it's very easy to farm entire minion waves with this champion. So as you've seen through this time that I've been talking, I've just been kind of moving my turrets up, placing them kind of staggered along in the bushes when I can, and we kept them pushed back for a while until they had to actually go back and swap lanes up. They were trying to get a little bit more effective lane partners for us so that they could push us back. So Katarina and Alistar are there. We got them down low, and Malphite charges in. I provide him with a Hex Tech rocket, and they both go down. Later, we're in the same lane, Alistar and Katarina. I lay down a turret as soon as I see them initiate, so that can be doing constant damage while we're fighting. I use all my my rockets on them, and use them again. I see that my health is low, so I begin running back, kiting them through my turret, which now has my ultimate activated on it. Come back, my turret does pick up a kill for me. I launch a rocket at Katarina, and she comes back to try to finish me off, but my turret gets the last hit on her. So that was just an example of how effective your turrets can be used in fighting, and they can really turn the odds in your favor. There, Katarina flashed out just a little bit too late, and my concussion grenade did hit her, which allowed Shaco to come up and help me out with that kill. This one, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of time to expect the wonderful amazingness that is a pentakill on Heimerdinger. Not to provide any spoilers, but I definitely don't do all the work, but I certainly do put in quite a bit of damage, you'll see here. I did set up my turrets in a staggering kind of pattern, because as you can see, Malzahar, the new champion, can hit 2 turrets at once, so I have that back turret back there just for support. Let's see, there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, and number 5, there he is. That is a pentakill, ladies and gentlemen. Granted, I didn't do all the work, you know, that was definitely a team effort, and I was really thankful for my team for being so supportive in that. But you can't deny, it definitely feels very satisfying to get a pentakill, no matter how many or how much damage you actually do. So we do push that turret and the second mid turret on their lane. Here I'm teleporting in to try and help out in this team fight. I immediately launch off a concussion grenade, get my missiles off, and then a few auto attacks get me assists on the rest. And now I am up to 20 stacks on my Soul Stealer, and I'll use this opportunity to talk about items. Don't get a Soul Stealer. That was something that I did this game for fun. I didn't know that I was going to get this many kills. Heimerdinger usually is not a high kill champion. He's usually more of a utility champion used for defense, pushing, that kind of thing. I just got really, really lucky in this game, to be honest, and got paired up against just the right team composition that wouldn't have the skills necessary to combat me, and ended up with some really nice kills. So I wouldn't recommend a Soul Stealer, but I definitely would recommend getting the Chalice of Harmony first. That mana regen is going to help you in continually placing your turrets every time the cooldown is up. And then you want to get your Spell Penetration Boots, just because he does use AP. And then I got Rod of Ages, because that does give you a nice health boost in combination with the ability powers, so it gives your character a little bit more durability. Then I also go ahead and get a Void Staff. It gives a nice bonus to ability power, and it also penetrates some of the target's magic resistance, so that can be really useful when using your Concussion Grenade and Hex Tech rockets. It doesn't apply an effect to your turrets, but it does indeed help you out in team fights just by continuing to push them back and allow us to be more successful, so the penetration is definitely very, very important. That's what she said. I apologize. Anyways, Katarina, as you can see, is going crazy with pings right now. She really wants me to get the mana buff. She really wants us to know that they're coming across mid. I see both, so I come on over here, get off a few Hex Tech micro rockets, some concussion grenades whenever they're up, and I'm also placing down my turrets whenever I can. Alistar goes down, and then as we're chasing the rest of them out of here, I'm not quite sure what Malzahar was doing, but he decided to stop and try to take us on real quick by himself. So we take him down. Tarek doing his part. I come after him with a rocket, and he goes down. And then as we are pushing this last turret, they surrender, ending the game and giving us a victory. I am working on getting another video up for you guys in the next few days, because this one was a little bit late. I had my Eagle ceremony on Saturday, so I did want to apologize for not getting a video up, but that is done, so I do have more time to devote to the game now. As always, leave me a comment on a champion you'd like to see next week. I did get to 100 subscribers, so I wanted to thank you guys for that as well. Hopefully one day I'll be looking back and laughing at how small of a number that is, but until that time, thank you guys for all the positive support and feedback. If you didn't see last week's video, there will be a link on Heimerdinger's face. And until next week, or actually until the next few days, I hope you guys have a good one, and I will see you soon.